the legends are true. Davis Aurini is a real human being. I thought there was a good possibility that he was some kind of satire of a crazy conservative or an MRA. Recently, I was watching an Hbomberguy YouTube video, and Davis Aurini was in it, and it was hilarious. He was talking about how Google and Yahoo and all these companies were out to get him, and he swore up and down that PayPal was out to get him. It was just hilarious. And so I decided to go check out some of Aurini's videos, and I was pleasantly surprised by how batshit crazy this guy is. He's dropping all this neck-bearded knowledge and fedora wisdom on how liberals are somehow an eternal threat. Yes, the video that I'm looking at is called The Eternal Threat of Liberalism. Maybe I should tell Aurini and his audience that, liberalism, eternity. Liberalism was only invented in the past few hundred years, so how has it been around for eternity? So before I dive further into the crazy video that Davis has, I'd like to look at his Twitter page a little bit. It says that he's the high grammar inquisitor of the alt-right. Yes. And looking further at some of the memes on his page, I found this Hillary Clinton one that says #spirit cooking. And being the grammar inquisitor he is, I saw here in the upper right hand corner that it says hail yes. I think they meant heil yes, but it says hail yes. Like, that stuff that falls from the sky, those balls of ice, hail. I googled hail yes, and I found that people are using it to talk about hail. Wow. Isn't it wonderful when crazy right-wingers use terrible analogies? I mean, I use terrible analogies and metaphors myself. And it's just so wonderful when they misspell things. It's like hearing brutal racism from the mouth of a guy who has green stalactite teeth. There's just something wonderful about it, something synesthetic. And further, in this stupid meme, it says #spirit cooking. What is #spirit cooking? Well, I did some research, and it has to do with Satanism. And he even accuses Hillary Clinton of being a Satanist in his video.
Hillary Clinton, a woman with connections to Satanism, backed by globalists, with a history of murder and graft behind her.
Spirit cooking, Jezebel Ephesians 6:11, and it links to Hillary Clinton sex scandal, and doesn't make any sense. But either way, Davis, you are wonderful and special in your own little way, and you might feel like you're Twitter banned, but you still have 2,000, 3,000 followers, and I don't know how the two add up. But anyway, let's listen to some really bad metaphors.
When you are stuck with a crazy person, there is nothing you can say or do to stop them. You can threaten them, stay away from me or I'm going to punch you in the face, and they will walk towards you, and you'll punch them in the face and they'll say, why did you do that? That wasn't fair. They've got no limits. Okay, they say that Trump's a fascist. The core of negotiation is carrot or stick. I want to buy a candy bar for $1, not $2. So my carrot is, here's $1 if you'll sell me the candy bar, and my stick is, I'll walk out of the store without buying anything. Alternatively, carrot and stick. Stay off my lawn and I'll leave you alone, whereas if you come onto my lawn, I'm going to shoot you in the face with a shotgun. The liberal can't understand consequences of their behavior. If the liberal says, I want to sell the candy bar for $2 because then I can make enough money to buy a home in the Hamptons, you are willfully undermining them if you refuse. You're walking out of the store. That stick, you're not allowed to do that. Similarly, when you're telling somebody, get off my lawn, or I'll shoot you in the face with a shotgun, the liberal cannot accept that. The center of our value structure is, don't anger God. Don't mess with karma. Don't tempt fate. Don't mess around with the nature of the universe and expect there to be no sort of comeuppance. And because we have that at the center of our value structure, we wind up creating an organic world where man has room to breathe. The liberal promises utopia. All we promise is hard work, restraint, and duty, and even then there is no guarantee that it's going to work out. You can do everything right, and your car could still break down in the middle of nowhere. You could shoulder check every single time that you're supposed to, only to get T-boned by a semi when you're going through a green light. It's not an attractive proposition. It doesn't feed in to the way we want reality to be, but it is how reality actually is. And because of this, we are very suspicious of new innovations. They want utopia. And so the fact that they keep getting these totalitarian monsters as their leadership, whether it's an overt monster like Hillary Clinton or just a lame duck like Obama.
I hope I did a good job there of capturing the essence of Aurini's insanity. Did you notice that in the one slide he misspelled conservative? Yeah, that's the high grammar police of the alt-right. Guy's hilarious. But my favorite one was when he called Obama a lame duck tyrant. Yeah, remember when they were talking about how Obama was going to be some socialist dictator who wears mom pants when he was first elected? They said that, Obama was going to round up all the God-fearing Christians and throw them in FEMA camps if they didn't immediately hand over all their guns and convert to Islam. Well, it gets better, folks. Aurini also says that communism fell because of cars.
Well, it was Professor Jordan B. Peterson who pointed out that what really destroyed communism was the automobile. The idea of owning your own car and being able to go wherever you want, whenever you want, however you want. That is a cultural message that destroys communism far better than military arms or economic argument.
If communism was such a terrible political and economic system, then why didn't it just fall on its own? Why didn't the Soviet Union just ban cars? Why doesn't Cuba just ban cars? Why doesn't communist China just ban cars? I don't know where. Maybe he was making some kind of terrible metaphor or analogy there. Now consider that he was citing someone named Jordan B. Peterson. Well, I looked the guy up, and he is a wingnut college professor, and he has an article on how Canadian gender-neutral pronouns bill is a warning for Americans. Yes, totalitarianism and big government, big brother and all that are disguised as a tranny. And I read this article, and it said that people in New York City are being fined $250,000 if they misgender someone. And I followed the link, and I went to a Washington Post article, and it's very questionable whether this is legal or not. I went to the exact page on it, and here it's some non-government organization that suggested there should be some legislation that you can't misgender someone, but there was no mention of a fine of $250,000. And let's face it, Jordan Aurini and his guy, this Jordan B. Peterson guy, they would love it. They would eat it up if they were fined $250,000. They love to be victims. They would love it. They'd make such a big deal out of it. And in conclusion, wow, maybe I'll make another video on Davis Aurini someday. He is a trip. And in some, the video, he says that liberals are evil, stupid, and crazy. Now, I would never say that all conservatives are evil, stupid, and crazy. At times, I will say that some individual conservatives are evil and or stupid and or crazy, but they're not all that way. I don't want to totally decimate the other side the way Davis Aurini does. And sadly enough, I didn't get into too much detail about this, but he does have some of the signs of fascism. It's crazy. And his plan is to integrate the stupids, prosecute the evil, defund and isolate the crazies while insulating ourselves, and basically he just wants to destroy the other side. It's totalitarianism in disguise. So please, thank you for watching. I know there's a few of you out there who always comment on my videos, who vote, and I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching. Vote, subscribe, and enjoy yourself.